एक बादल ज़दा दोपहर बखैर और द ब्लैक होल में आप सबको खुशामदीद। अगर हम पाकिस्तान की तारीख़ का जायज़ा लें तो यूँ दिखाई देता है कि हुक्मरान अशराफिया ने आगाज़ ही से तरक्की पसंद सोच, यानी वो सोच जो अवाम की मुआशी बहबूद की बात करती है, वो सोच जो मज़दूरों के इस्तेसाल के ख़ात्मे पर ज़ोर देती है, वो सोच जो ज़रूरी इस्लाहात के लिए आवाज़ बुलंद करती है वगैरह के लिए कोई यूँ लगता है कि कोई ख़ास जगह नहीं छोड़ी। आज भी अगर हम देखें तो बाएं बाजू या जो तरक्की पसंद नज़रियात की हामिल क़ुव्वतें हैं वो बहुत कम हैं और वो भी रियासती जबर मुज़ाहमत और ऑपरेशन का शिकार दिखाई देती हैं। अब ऐसे में एक तो ख़्याल ये आता है कि शायद पाकिस्तान में बाएं बाजू की सियासत का कोई मुस्तकबिल नहीं है, मगर दूसरी सोच ये आती है कि जब तक समाज में मुआशी इंसाफ और बराबरी के नारों की गूंज है तब तक बहरहाल तरक्की पसंद सोच की भी ज़रूरत कायम रहेगी। तो आज हम इसी मौजू पर गुफ्तगू कर रहे हैं, द एवोल्यूशन ऑफ लेफ्टिस्ट पॉलिटिक्स इन पाकिस्तान। ये एक बड़ा मौजू है, ये एक नशिस्त में तो पूरा नहीं हो सकता। तो प्राइमरीली आज हम कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ पाकिस्तान, उसकी फॉर्मेशन, पॉलिटिकल ओरिएंटेशन, चैलेंजेस और ये और वो इस तरह के मौजू को देखेंगे और देखते हैं कि गुफ्तगू का भाव कहाँ तक जाता है। फिर वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू आवर गेस्ट स्पीकर जो मेरे स्टैंडिंग ऑन माई राइट, डॉक्टर हिमायतुल्लाह याकूबी साहब. He had been a research fellow at NIHCR, that is National Institute of Historical and Cultural Research, Quaid-i-Azam University from 2006 till 2017. Currently, he is serving as Associate Professor at the Department of History at QAU, Islamabad. इसके अलावा आप 3 किताबों के मुसन्निफ़ हैं ऑन एड्रेसिंग लेफ़्ट पॉलिटिक्स एंड हालिया किताब इनकी आई है ऑन सूफिज़म. इसके ऊपर एक यहाँ पे नशिस्त हो चुकी है जो आप ब्लैक होल के यूट्यूब चैनल पे सर्च करके मुलाहिज़ा कर सकते हैं. आप लोगों की आमद का शुक्रिया. थोड़ी सी जहमत करके अपने सेल फोन्स काइंडली साइलेंट मोड में स्विच कर लें सो दैट देयर इज़ नो डिस्ट्रैक्शन. गुफ्तगू के बाद हस्बे रवायत हाउस ओपन होता है फॉर Q&A. आप उसमें अपने सवाल या अपने तबसरे के साथ शरीक हो सकते हैं. जस्ट रेज योर हैंड फर्स्ट सो दैट दिस माइक्रोफोन इज़ गिवन टू यू जब वो मरला है. तो चलिए अब आगाज़ करते हैं गुफ्तगू का. प्लीज़ वेलकम डॉक्टर हिमायतुल्लाह याकूबी.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Nayyar Afaq. The evolution of leftist politics in Pakistan is like a very broad topic. And this topic is, the topic of heated debate and discussion among the researcher and political scientists. But in my today talk, I will focus on the Communist Party of Pakistan, the evolution of the communist politics in Pakistan, the formation of the Communist Party of Pakistan, then its leadership, ideological orientation, the involvement of the Communist Party of Pakistan in the famous Rawalpindi conspiracy case of 1951, and then Pakistan tilt towards the capitalist bloc, and afterward the banning of the Communist Party of Pakistan. So my focus will be on the first decade of Pakistan after independence, from 1947 to 1958, when National Awami Party, that is NAP, it was established in 1957 in Dhaka in the Democratic Workers' Convention. Maulana Abdul Hamid Khan Bashani, he was elected as the president of National Awami Party, and Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, he was elected as the president of National Awami Party, West Pakistan. So, Communist Party of Pakistan, it was established, interestingly, the Communist Party of Pakistan was established in India. It was established in 1948 in the second conference of the Communist Party of India. It was held from 28 March 1948 to 6 March 1948. So it was the first left and progressive political party which was established in Pakistan. And from West Pakistan, you just look at the points and figures that from West Pakistan only 3 persons represented West Pakistan. Muhammad Hussain Atta from former NWFP, Jalaluddin Bukhari from the province of Sindh, and Eric Cyprian from the province of Punjab participated in that momentous Congress of the Communist Party of India. And 32 members from East Pakistan participated, because the communist and the progressive political elements, they were more stronger in East Pakistan than in West Pakistan. So, according to Kamran Asdar Ali, practically the Communist Party of Pakistan, it was established in the Calcutta Congress of the Communist Party of India. There was already an independent Communist Party of East Pakistan in the eastern wing. So only Communist Party of Pakistan, it was established in that Congress. And Communist Party of Pakistan, it started its working only in West Pakistan. So, Sajjad Zahir. Sajjad Zahir, he was elected to lead that party. He was elected as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of Pakistan. And the Communist Party of East Pakistan, it worked and it functioned under the instruction and guidance of the Communist Party of West Bengal. So only Communist Party of Pakistan was established in that Congress. In that Congress, a committed Indian communist, Bhavani Singh, he presented a report on Pakistan. He was very much critical of the League government, and he also criticized League government after providing lengthy detail about the performance of the League. Bhavani Singh, he reported that actually the Muslim League government in Pakistan is suppressing the ethnic groups. I quote one of his statement: in the name of defending Pakistan, they are suppressing every vestige of democratic movement, consolidating princes, landlords, and black marketers at top, and thereby condemning the toiling people to poverty and serfdom. In the name of maintaining the unity of Pakistan, the League leaders are suppressing the genuine desire for self-determination of different nationalities. Urdu language is being foisted upon the East Bengal. Balochistan is being ruled by an autocratic center, even autonomy for Sindhis, Pathans, and Bengalis is being trampled underfoot. So this is only a paragraph of that report which was presented by Bhavani Singh. He was a committed revolutionary, a committed communist, Indian communist. So this report, which was presented in that Congress, it is very much clear that what will be the policy parameters of the Communist Party of Pakistan towards Pakistan and towards the Muslim League government. At that time, Sajjad Zahir, he was nominated as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of Pakistan. Sajjad Zahir, he belonged to UP, India, and he was the son of Sajjad Zahir father. He was the Chief Justice of Oudh High Court, Sayyid Wazir Hussain. He was also a leading barrister of India. Sajjad Zahir, he was educated at Oxford. Over there, he was a member of Indian National Congress, and he was very much active in the politics of India. And he also mobilized Indian public who are there in United Kingdom. He completed his bar at law from Oxford University, and when he came to India, he actively participated in the Congress politics. And he was a revolutionary, he was a committed communist, and at that time, there was friendship. There was an understanding between the Communist Party of India and Indian National Congress. Because Indian National Congress, it was an anti-imperial political party. It was, pro-people, and it was, the policy of Indian National Congress was to work for the downtrodden section of the society. That's why Sajjad Zahir, he also affiliated himself with Indian National Congress. Another factor in joining Indian National Congress was because Jawaharlal Nehru, he himself was a socialist. And he was, he have a very soft corner towards the communists. So Sajjad Zahir, he was a number of times, he was arrested by the British Imperial Police, and he was kept behind the bar. He was also very much active in the Indian Kisan Sabha. Indian Kisan Sabha, that was also like an auxiliary organization of the Communist Party of India. So Sajjad Zahir, from the start of his political career, he demonstrated himself to be a communist revolutionary. He also went through the communist literature, and he was also a good writer, a prolific writer. So he was elected as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of Pakistan. And interestingly, when he was elected as the secretary of the new party, already an arrest warrant was issued against him here in West Pakistan. So it means that when he came to Pakistan, he landed in late March 1948 in Pakistan. There was already an arrest warrant against Sayyid Sajjad Zahir, and he was under the influence of Rana Dev. Rana Dev, he was a committed communist, he was a revolutionary, and he instructed Sajjad Zahir to adopt aggressive line of action. So along with Sajjad Zahir, a number of other communists, especially from India, they came to Pakistan and they started mobilizing public. For example, Sayyid Sabte Hassan. He was an Indian communist, and then he switched over to Pakistan, and he specially worked to mobilize students and peasantry. Another Indian communist was Mirza Ishfaq Beg. He was a Muslim, but he also belonged to UP, India. He came here, and you keep in mind that these three Muslim Indian communists, they formed the Politburo of the Communist Party of Pakistan. So it means that the decision making of the Communist Party of Pakistan, it was in the hands of these three Muslim Indian communists. On the top of that Politburo was Sayyid Sajjad Zahir, the General Secretary, and Mirza Ishfaq Beg and Sayyid Sabte Hassan. They were close colleagues of Sajjad Zahir. Sajjad Zahir, no doubt, he was very much sincere with his political program. But to me, he, was confused, because what sort of strategy and policy should be adopted here in Pakistan? He was confused, on that direction. And when he came to Pakistan, as I told you, that already an arrest warrant was against him. It was issued specially here in West Pakistan. So, there were new days after 1947, partition of India. So he most of the time spent his time in Lahore and Karachi and other metropolitan cities of Pakistan. And with the help of a number of his relatives, particularly those relatives who provided him cover. They were, one was his brother-in-law. He was Sayyid Imad Hussain, and he was a superintendent of police in the province of Sindh. So he gave him cover, and most of the time he spent underground, but whenever he called or he issued notice for meeting, this man, Sayyid Imad Hussain, as he was very much a very near relative of Sajjad Zahir, he provided him security and cover. In Lahore, he stayed with Advocate Fazlur Rahman. He was also under the influence of socialism and communism. Advocate Fazlur Rahman, he was the son of Abdur Rahman, a judge of federal court here in Pakistan. A number of other bureaucrats, they were also under the influence of communism, because the Russian Revolution of 1917, influenced a number of, bureaucrats, a number of elites, Muslim elites. So they were among those Muslim elites and bureaucrats who were having soft corner towards socialism and communism. So Sajjad Zahir, he averted his arrest because of the assistance of these near relatives and friends. So Sajjad Zahir, he was committed, and he was under the influence of B.T. Ranadev. He was a militant communist at that time. And B.T. Ranadev, who gave him clear instruction about the functioning of the party in West Pakistan on aggressive line of action. In organizing a strong communist cadre, Sajjad Zahir, he favored and pursued a coordinated struggle in India and Pakistan that will eventually lead to bring about a communist revolution here in Pakistan. And their main target in the initial year, the main target of Sajjad Zahir, Sayyid Sabte Hassan and Mirza Ishfaq Beg were students and peasants, because they were of the view that students, they are, at the vanguard of every march, every movement of every time. And the peasants, they will be like the backbone of the communist movement, because they belong to the downtrodden and poor section of society. So after some time, Sajjad Zahir, he also organized Pakistan Trade Union Federation. Pakistan Trade Union Federation, it was organized, and Dr. Malik, he was elected as the General Secretary of Pakistan Trade Union Federation. Faiz Ahmad Faiz, he was the Vice President, and another committed revolutionary, Mirza Ibrahim, he belonged to Punjab, and he was the president of All Pakistan Trade Union Federation. Then Progressive Writers Association was also established by Sajjad Zahir. As I pointed out, Sajjad Zahir, he himself was a prolific writer. So he organized progressive writers under the umbrella of Progressive Writers Association. Then to organize students in various universities, particularly Sajjad Zahir focused on Karachi University and Punjab University. For that matter, he established Democratic Student Federation. Then he established friendship. He established good relationship with Sindh-Hari Committee. Sindh-Hari Committee, it was established in 1932, much before the independence of Pakistan. The Sindh-Hari Committee, it was established by a number of Sindhi politicians, but when Haider Baksh Jatoi, he was a British bureaucrat. It was in 1942 that Haider Bakhsh Jatoi, he resigned from his government job, and he started mobilizing peasants, Haris, landless Haris of Sindh, from the platform of Sindh Hari Committee. So Sajjad Zahir, he also established good relationship with the leadership of Sindh Hari Committee. Now, another factor was to establish relationship with other progressive political organization and pressure groups. For example, in former NWFP, he established like a working relationship with Khudai Khidmatgar organization of Abdul Ghaffar Khan. In Punjab, Mia Iftikharuddin, although he started his political career from the platform of Indian National Congress, it was in pre-partition days. Mia Iftikharuddin, he belonged to Lahore and he was a socialist. And in 1951, Mia Iftikharuddin established Azad Pakistan Party. And afterward, he established in 1956 Pakistan National Party. So these were the initial years. Sajjad Zahir, he started writing essays and articles in newspapers like Pakistan Times, Imroz, and Lailun Nahar. Pakistan Times, it was established by Mia Iftikharuddin. Mia Iftikharuddin actually, it was in late 1940s that he joined All India Muslim League. He was very much against of the unionist government in the Punjab. And he was given instruction by Quaid-i-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah to establish a publishing house. So he established Progressive Papers Limited, PPL. And from that platform, Mia Iftikharuddin, he published Pakistan Times, Imroz, Lailun Nahar, Akhbar-e-Jahan, and many other newspapers and magazines. So PPL, it was actually the publishing house of Mia Iftikharuddin. It was in 1950 that the Communist Party of Pakistan also established peace committees, because recently Pakistan fought a war against India in 1948 on the issue of Kashmir. So there were also communal rights in various places, especially in various parts of Punjab. So to avert and to bring about rapprochement, friendship between various communities, particularly between Hindus and Muslims, what Sajjad Zahir did, he established peace committees. And in those committees, people like Peer of Manki Sharif from former NWFP, he was elected as president. Mahmood Ali Kasuri from Punjab, Ghulam Muhammad Lunkhwar, again from NWFP, Sayyid Matlabi Abadi, Afzal Bangash, Mia Iftikharuddin, and Tahir Mazhar Ali Khan. They were included members of those peace committees. Among the leadership of Communist Party of Pakistan, Sajjad Zahir, Faiz Ahmad Faiz, Sayyid Sabte Hassan, and the Moscow-trained peasant leader Ferozuddin Mansoor, जिसको हम FD Mansoor के नाम से जानते हैं, they were the most active figures. They participated in each and every activity of the Communist Party of Pakistan. In East Pakistan, it got a comparatively better political clout by supporting the United Front 21-point formula. 21-point formula. But as I discussed it in the start of my talk, that there was already an established Communist Party in East Pakistan, Communist Party of East Pakistan, and it functioned independently of the instruction and guidance of the Communist Party of Pakistan. Communist Party of East Pakistan got instructions, directions, and sometime funds from the Communist Party of West Pakistan. That was in India. So, in East Pakistan, the communists, they participated in the United Front strategy of various political parties. Some of the communists were elected members of the East Pakistan Provincial Assembly. Among the Muslim League circle, communists till that time, in West Pakistan, they were regarded like friends because it was after the Second World War that the Communist Party of Pakistan started supporting the idea of Pakistan. ये point मैं थोड़ा सा वाज़ेह करना चाहूँगा कि 1920s or 1930s में there was a very strong bond of connection between Indian National Congress and the Communist Party of India. But when the Second World War started in Europe and Hitler attacked Russia, so the Communist Party of Russia, it started instructing all the communist parties around the globe that you started self-determination. You start support of self-determination of various people. So at that time in the 1940s, in the early 1940s, the General Secretary of the Communist Party of India was Puran Chand Joshi, P.C. Joshi. He was also a writer. Once he exchanged a number of letters with Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. In one of the letters, he told Gandhi that if you are a Mahatma for the millions of Hindus in India, if you are a Mahatma for the millions of Hindus in India, so for millions of Muslims, Muhammad Ali is Quaid-i-Azam. So we will support the self-determination of the Muslims. We will support the idea of Pakistan because the Communist Party of Russia, Soviet Union, now it instructing these political parties to support these self-determination movement around the globe. और चूंकि उस वक्त decolonization भी start हो रही थी और एक slogan about the Second World War was that it is actually people's war. तो 1940s में कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया ने पाकिस्तान के आइडिया और पाकिस्तान मूवमेंट को सपोर्ट किया, लेकिन जब पाकिस्तान बना तो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया और कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ पाकिस्तान दोनों ने मुस्लिम लीग को क्रिटिसाइज करना शुरू किया. इस बात पे कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ पाकिस्तान की लीडरशिप में बहुत इख्तलाफात भी पैदा हुए थे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई विल कोट दैट Jamaluddin Bukhari, he was a well-known communist from Sindh. He criticized the policy of the Communist Party of Pakistan because he was of the view that in the initial years when the ruling party is Pakistan Muslim League, so we need to have good relationship, friendly relationship with the Communist Party of Pakistan, with Pakistan Muslim League, because this party is at the helm of affairs. But the communist leadership, particularly Sajjad Zahir, he served a notice and explanation to Jamaluddin Bukhari of Sindh, and then he was expelled. And Jamaluddin Bukhari, then he formed his own Communist Party of Pakistan in Sindh. And it happened in 1949. He left the party, but it was like a shock for the Communist Party of Pakistan. So when at a time the Communist Party of Pakistan needed a Pakistani specific thesis, Sajjad Zahir blindly followed the Rana Dev line of action because Pakistan, it was established on the name of Islam. It was established on the basis of two-nation theory. Landlordism, feudalism, and elitism, it was on the rise at that time in Pakistan. So how come it was possible for the Communist Party of Pakistan to focus on the revolution? First, the need was to train the students, the peasants, the progressive workers, the democratic political elements. But Sajjad Zahir, he blindly followed, he blindly accepted the instructions of Rana Dev. Critical voices were raised by senior communist members condemning Communist Party alliance and close relations with people like Mia Iftikharuddin. Mia Iftikharuddin, already I told you that he was a socialist, but at the same time he was also a big landlord of the Punjab. And many communist leaders, they criticized Mia Iftikharuddin that he is actually the representative of Punjab landlords. Eric Cyprian, he vehemently opposed bargaining with Abdul Ghaffar Khan, because Abdul Ghaffar Khan, he was a liberal and progressive leader, no doubt. But during Congress rule in NWFP, it was in 1937 that a movement of the peasants was started in Hashtnagar and Charsadda. So that movement was suppressed by the Congress government of NWFP. And at that time, the chief minister of NWFP was the brother of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Dr. Khan Sahib. So Eric Cyprian, he was of the view that these people, they are friends of communists and socialists, but their policies, they actually support landlords. Eric Cyprian pushed for a comprehensive policy of imparting training to the new cadres, to students, and to other democratic people. But the most dashing event which happened in 1951, that was the most dashing event which shattered all the hopes of progressive and leftist political elements in Pakistan, was the infamous Rawalpindi conspiracy case. Rawalpindi conspiracy case, it was a conspiracy, and unfortunately, Communist Party of Pakistan involved itself in that case, in that conspiracy. And it was hatched by a number of disgruntled army officers led by Major General Akbar Khan. Major General Akbar Khan, he commanded Kashmir War in 1948. He was commander of that war in 1948. And it was on that war that he created differences with the government of Pakistan, particularly with Liaquat Ali Khan. Major General Akbar Khan, he at that time, this was running in his mind that actually we are very much near to capture the entire valley, the entire Kashmir, including Jammu and Ladakh, because thousands of Pakhtun fighters, they also joined Pakistan army from the ex-tribal areas. They were given weapons. They were given trainings in hurry. So the Major General Akbar Khan, he was of the view that victory is very much near. But ceasefire was done by the government of Pakistan with the government of India, and it was through United Nations organization. So Major General Akbar Khan was not happy. He wanted to continue that war, because so many times he wanted to convince the leadership of Pakistan, the political elites, that you just gave us a little bit time and we are very much near to get victory. But the government of Liaquat Ali Khan rejected this proposal of Major General Akbar Khan. So this was the main reason that differences were created between Major General Akbar Khan and Muslim League leadership. Another factor that was highlighted by a number of writers, Sajjad Zahir and Major General Akbar Khan, they were very much critical of the policies of the government of Pakistan, especially Pakistan's subservience to the Anglo-American imperialism. Although Pakistan got independence from British imperialism, but these people, they are of the view that even in 1948, there were a number of British bureaucrats. Some of them were working as governors of various provinces. They were very much active in the Ministry of Interior and Ministry of Education, also Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Pakistan joined Commonwealth is its very much active member. So Major General Akbar Khan, he was very much critical of these policies of the government of Pakistan. So when Sajjad Zahir, he got the clue that Major General Akbar Khan is very much critical of Liaquat Ali Khan and Muslim League government, he called an emergency meeting. And who informed Sajjad Zahir? It was Latif Afghani. Latif Afghani, he was a communist from former NWFP, and he was in charge of organizing progressive elements in the Pakistan army. So he got some, he spent some time with Major General Akbar Khan, and he now called an emergency meeting, and he informed Sajjad Zahir about the planning and about the differences of Major General Akbar Khan with the Muslim League government. So Sajjad Zahir, he called an emergency meeting of the core leadership of Communist Party of Pakistan in the Central Secretariat. This meeting, this momentous meeting, was attended by Ferozuddin Mansoor, Lal Khan, C.R. Aslam, Shaukat Ali, Muhammad Afzal, Ashfaq Beg, and Sayyid Septe Hassan. And I discussed it that these three persons, Sayyid Septe Hassan, Ashfaq Beg, and Sajjad Zahir, they formed the Politburo. They were, on the top of policy making, decision making. And after hectic debate, these people decided to join hands with the discontented army officers led by Major General Akbar Khan. It was in the second meeting, and that meeting took place on the 23rd February 1951. That Akbar Khan involved some communist members in his proposed plan. Sajjad Zahir, Muhammad Hussain Atta, Faiz Ahmad Faiz, and many other communist leaders participated in that meeting. And it was agreed, यानी उनके अब यानी एक किस्म का unwritten agreement क्या हुआ, जो वहाँ पे मेजर जनरल अकबर खान थे और उसके आर्मी के साथी थे और इसी तरह कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ पाकिस्तान, इनका ये एक अनरिटन मुआहिदा हुआ. It was agreed upon between them that the Governor General and Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan were to be detained, and a proclamation order was to be issued in the name of Governor General, dissolving the existing setup and forming a new government under General Akbar Khan. General Akbar Khan would withdraw the arrest warrants against all the communist members. In addition, they would be free to organize peasants, students, lawyers, and ordinary workers. And in return, the Communist Party of Pakistan would publicly support the new government and the coup. And Communist Party of Pakistan will also try to convince other progressive organizations, for example, Sindhari Committee, for example, Khudai Khidmatgar Organization, Azad Pakistan Party, and Awami League in East Pakistan to support this coup of General Akbar Khan. Now, what happened afterward? The disclosure of the Rawalpindi conspiracy plane, it brought about havoc in the communist circle. Within a short span of time, the party leadership, including Sajjad Zahir, Sayyid Sibte Hassan, F.D. Mansoor, and many others were arrested because the government now started an operation against the communist workers. And the disclosure of the Rawalpindi conspiracy case was announced by Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan through radio, Pakistan, and Pakistan television. Now, the underground apparatus of the Communist Party of Pakistan was totally smashed. This underground apparatus was totally smashed, and afterward, what happened that the files and the offices of the Communist Party of Pakistan were confiscated by the government. It produced demoralizing effect on the young workers of the party. Even some members suggested the idea that all the blame of this policy should be put on Sajjad Zahir. The intention of Major General Akbar Khan was exposed much earlier by Sikandar Mirza when he was Lieutenant General at that time. He told some American officials that Akbar Khan is 100% communist. ये रावलपिंडी कंस्पिरेसी से बहुत पहले इस बंदे के मुतालिक सिकंदर मिर्ज़ा ने अमरीकियों को बहुत पहले आगाह किया था कि ये कम्युनिस्ट है. The mishandling of the Kashmir affairs was a major reason behind their agenda of directing Pakistan's orientation towards Russia. So Akbar Khan, he was already in the good books of the communist, but in the he was not a friend of the American or their representative here in Pakistan. So the 1951 period, I will say that the Communist Party of Pakistan miserably failed to organize itself because of a number of factors. It received such a severe blow from the hands of police and other security forces that crippled the very fabric of the communist politics. Now, you just observe the regional and the global political scenario at that time. Rawalpindi conspiracy case, it took place in 1951. The leadership were arrested, and a very special tribunal was constituted to look into this conspiracy. It was in 1954 that Pakistan joined SEATO and CENTO. It was an American-led security pacts. A number of other countries, they also joined SEATO and CENTO. And one of the point in the SEATO and CENTO was the curtailment of communism. It was very much clear that the members countries in SEATO and CENTO, they will curtail, they will block the communist entry and the communist infiltration in their country. So Pakistan joining of SEATO and CENTO in 1954, it was very much clear afterward that the government of Pakistan will adopt zero tolerance policy towards communist and communist party of Pakistan. Meanwhile, at that time, this has been mentioned by Kamran Asdar Ali, that at that time, the British and American agents, they were already very much active in the policy making in the Ministry of Interior, in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Ministry of Education. In 1951, it was in 1956 that the government of Pakistan imposed a ban on the Communist Party of Pakistan. Already in 1954, the Communist Party of East Pakistan was banned in East Pakistan. So, under pressure from the global scenario and Pakistan tilt towards the capitalist bloc, Pakistan tilt towards America, it was also a factor that brought about the downfall of the Communist Party of Pakistan. कामरान असदर अली ने तो इवन ये मेंशन किया है कि ये जो रावलपिंडी कंस्पिरेसी केस था या जो कंस्पिरेसी इनके बीच में हुई, that was also an engineered conspiracy, because जितने भी कम्युनिस्ट लीडरशिप था वो तो या तो चले गए बाहर. सज्जाद ज़हीर left for India when he was released in 1956. Then Sayyid Sabti Hassan, he also left Pakistan after his release. और जो Mirza Ishfaq Beg था, he went underground, and after some time he went to Moscow. He went to USSR. Now, why the Communist Party of Pakistan? It was, it failed to mobilize public. It failed to mobilize students, despite the fact that Democratic Students Federation, it was one of the strongest students political platform at that time. There was already Sindhari Committee. It was a strong political organization of the landless peasants in Sindh. There were also a number of other people. They were politically mature, politically stronger, backed by the public. But despite these facts, why the Communist Party of Pakistan failed to establish itself as a strong political organization? इसकी जो है वो वजूहात क्या थी? What actually happened at that time? So I will count a number of factors. Number one, in the start of my talk, I pointed out that Communist Party of Pakistan was established in India. It was established in Calcutta, and the Indian communists, they were at the helm of affairs. They were very much active in the policy making of the Communist Party of Pakistan. So many Pakistanis, they were of the view that actually Communist Party of Pakistan is working to disintegrate Pakistan. It actually working to integrate Pakistan with India. So it was a propaganda, and it was, increased with the joining of religious forces against the Communist Party of Pakistan. Now, another resolution, it was passed in the 1948 Communist Party of India Congress. और वो जो करारदाद था या वो जो resolution पास हुआ था वो कश्मीर के मुतालिक था. कश्मीर के मुतालिक उस करारदाद में ये लिखा था कि Kashmir should remain with India. So it was now the policy of the Communist Party of Pakistan that Kashmir should remain with India. This was another factor. Sajjad Zahir, he was under the influence of Rana Dev. He was an Indian communist. And Rana Dev, he instructed Sajjad Zahir to adopt aggressive line of action, to bring about a revolution in Pakistan, to support a bloody revolution in Pakistan. Sajjad Zahir failed to adopt any thesis specifically on West Pakistan. As I mentioned, that Pakistan was, it was under the influence of landlordism. Landlords were, very much at the helm of affairs. Pakistan, it was under the influence of political elites, and most of them, they were feudal. They were not ready to accept any revolution, any socialist revolution in Pakistan. And Sajjad Zahir, he miserably failed to understand that point. He failed to outline any Pakistani specific thesis. Now, the core leadership and the Communist Party Politburo mostly consisted of Indian communists. یہ بھی کمیونسٹ پارٹی آف پاکستان کی فلیئر کا ایک فیکٹر تھا. اور سب سے اہم فیکٹر جو تھا وہ یہ تھا کہ پاکستان جائنٹ سیٹو اینڈ سینٹو, پاکستان جائنٹ American bloc, Pakistan giant capitalist bloc. So the capitalists here in Pakistan, along with the religious people, they started a propaganda against the Communist Party of Pakistan, particularly Jamiat Ulama-e Pakistan, Jamaat-e-Islami. They were also, having good relationship with the capitalist elites here in Pakistan. So they started a propaganda against the communists that actually they are anti-religious people. The communists, they are Ladini people. کیونکہ کمیونسٹ جو تھے وہ مذہب کی انوالومنٹ سیاست میں وہ نہیں چاہ رہے تھے, وہ اس کے بالکل خلاف تھے. تو جو مذہبی لوگ تھے ان لوگوں نے یہ پراپیگنڈا کیا کہ یہ مذہب کے خلاف ہے, یہ اسلام کے خلاف ہے. تو اس وجہ سے عام لوگ کمیونسٹ پارٹی سے جو ہے وہ دور ہوتے چلے گئے. پھر جو یہاں پہ جو امپیریل ایجنٹس تھے, امریکن امپیریلزم اور اسی طرح یو کے جو ایجنٹس تھے وہ تو رشین انفلوئنس کے خلاف تھے, کمیونزم کے خلاف تھے. دے آلسو انکریزڈ دیئر پروپیگنڈا اگینسٹ کمیونزم. تو کمیونسٹ پارٹی کی خود بھی جو ہے وہ ان میں غلطیاں تھی, ان کے اندر بہت سارے ایجنٹس تھے جو پل پل کی خبر جو تھے وہ جو اسٹیبلشمنٹ تھے ان کو دے رہے تھے. تو ان کے جتنے بھی فیصلے ہوتے تھے مختلف میٹنگز میں, تو ان کا جو ہے وہ شہ یا ان کی خبر وہ اسٹیبلشمنٹ کو بہت جلدی پہنچ جاتی تھی. اور اسی طرح جب کمیونسٹ پارٹی آف پاکستان پہ بین لگا تو ان لوگوں نے پھر انڈر گراؤنڈ کام سٹارٹ کیا. لیکن ساتھ ساتھ میں ان لوگوں نے, کمیونسٹوں نے ایک یہ پالیسی بنائی کہ ہم مختلف صوبوں میں یہ جو پروگریسیو یا ترقی پسند پولیٹیکل آرگنائزیشنز ہیں ہم ان کو جوائن کریں. فار ایگزامپل سندھ میں ان لوگوں نے سندھ ہاری کمیٹی کو جوائن کیا, یا سندھ نیشنلسٹ پارٹی کو جوائن کیا, یا سندھو دیش کو جوائن کیا انڈر جی ایم سید. NWFP میں ان لوگوں نے زیادہ تر خدائی خدمتگار آرگنائزیشن کو جوائن کیا جو عبدالغفار خان کی لیڈرشپ میں کام کر رہی تھی. پنجاب میں موسٹ آف دم دے جوائن آزاد پاکستان پارٹی which was established by میاں افتخار الدین. میاں افتخار الدین was also a friend of سجاد ظہیر. تو پنجاب میں ان لوگوں نے آزاد پاکستان پارٹی کو جوائن کیا. اور اسی طرح بلوچستان میں ان لوگوں نے استمان گل, that was a political party established by Prince عبد الکریم. اور اسی طرح ساتھ میں جو عبدالصمد اچکزے کی پولیٹیکل پارٹی تھی اس کو جوائن کیا. تو یہ ایسی سیاسی جماعتیں تھی جو ترقی پسند تھی, جو اسٹیبلشمنٹ کے خلاف تھی. تو اس وجہ سے کمیونسٹوں نے جب ان کی پارٹی پہ بین لگا تو ان لوگوں نے اس قسم کی سیاسی آرگنائزیشن کو جوائن کیا. اور it was in 1956 that under the effort of Mia Iftikharuddin, a political party was organized in Lahore. That was given the name of Pakistan National Party. So most of the communists joined Pakistan National Party in Lahore. That was established in Barkat Ali Hall in Lahore. اور اس میں جو پاکستان نیشنل پارٹی تھی, ایک دلچسپ امر اس میں یہ ہے کہ اس میں ایسٹ پاکستان سے کوئی بھی نمائندہ نہیں تھا. یہ پارٹی اٹ اونلی it was functional only in West Pakistan. تو یہ ایک قسم کا جو ہے اس میں ایک خلا تھا, ایک قسم اس میں ایک کمی تھی. تو it was in 1957 that پاکستان نیشنل پارٹی, نیشنل عوامی پارٹی میں جو ہے وہ ضم ہو گئی. پاکستان نیشنل پارٹی نیشنل عوامی پارٹی میں ضم ہو گئی. نیشنل عوامی پارٹی جو نیب کے نام سے بہت مشہور ہے, اٹ واز اسٹیبلشڈ ان جولائی 1957 ان ڈھاکہ انڈر دا لیڈرشپ آف مولانا عبدالحمید خان باشانی. مولانا صاحب جو تھے, ویسے تو ان کے نام کے ساتھ ہم مولانا لگاتے ہیں کیونکہ اس نے 3-4 سال کسی مدرسے میں گزارے تھے, بٹ ہی واز اے ماؤ نواز کمیونسٹ. وہ ماؤ کے نظریات سے بہت متاثر تھا. یس, تو اس وجہ سے مولانا عبدالحمید خان باشانی یہ پہلے عوامی لیگ میں تھے, اس سے پہلے آل انڈیا مسلم لیگ میں تھے. بعد میں جب پاکستان بنا تو مسلم لیگ کے جو ہے وہ ایک ناقد بن گئے. پھر بعد میں اس نے عوامی لیگ کو اسٹیبلش کیا, لیکن اس کے بعد عوامی لیگ کی لیڈرشپ کے ساتھ ان کی اختلافات پیدا ہو گئے, پرٹیکولرلی ود حسین شہید سہروردی اینڈ the founder of بنگلہ دیش شیخ مجیب الرحمان. تو اس کے بعد اس نے 1957 میں پاکستان نیشنل عوامی پارٹی ان کو جوائن کیا, اینڈ ہی واز الیکٹڈ ایز دا سینٹرل پریزیڈنٹ آف دیٹ پارٹی. اور اس پارٹی میں جتنے بھی یہ کمیونسٹ تھے دے جوائن نیشنل عوامی پارٹی. وہ یعنی آئیڈیولوجیکل اس پہ آئیڈیولوجیکل لیول پہ وہ بہت ایکٹیو تھے, اور پارٹی کا آئین بھی کمیونسٹوں نے ہی بنایا تھا. لیکن چونکہ اب ان کی پارٹی پہ بین لگا تھا تو دیٹ واز دا اونلی آپشن اویلیبل with the leadership and the workers of the Communist Party of Pakistan to join Pakistan National Awami Party. It was in 1958 that martial law was imposed in Pakistan, and some writers, they mentioned in their books that one of the factors of imposing martial law in 1958 was the establishment آف نیشنل عوامی پارٹی. کیونکہ جب حسین شہید سہروردی وزیر اعظم تھے 1956-57 میں, تو اس نے نیو یارک میں یہ اناؤنس کیا تھا کہ پاکستان میں الیکشن ہوں گے 1957 میں. اور جو پولیٹیکل انالسٹ تھے they were of the view that نیشنل عوامی پارٹی it will form its government after the election because most of the popular leaders joined National Awami Party. So one of the factor was one of the factor of martial law was the establishment of National Awami Party. اور National Awami Party میں یہ جتنے بھی کمیونسٹ تھے, سرخے تھے, سوشلسٹ تھے یا پروگریسیو تھے, وہی لوگ تھے. تو گلوبل اسٹیبلشمنٹ کو اور لوکل اسٹیبلشمنٹ کو نیشنل عوامی پارٹی کا حکومت میں آنا یہ قابل قبول نہیں تھا. Therefore the Ayub Khan martial law, it was like a factor in the imposition of martial law. Thank you so much for your patience. Now the floor is open for questions and answers.
Thank you very much. That was quite interesting. And your thick description of a Communist Party of Pakistan and the kind of crisis it went through and what kind of actors and factors were playing in there was thought-provoking. And it unfolded several new things, several dimensions, several political aspects to us. I've got a couple of questions. One is that how do you look at this whole process and implication, because your title says that the evolution of leftist politics in Pakistan, if it was and it is an evolution, then we must be able to see certain remnants or continuity between 1950s of the communist parties and the current communist parties. I mean, more or less the way they are defined: Awami Workers Party, Communist Party Pakistan, Labour Party Pakistan, Mazdoor Kisan Party Pakistan. So what connection and continuity do you see in 1950s and the present day parties of the left, the way they are defined? My second question is that, and once again I must acknowledge that was a very interesting, revealing depiction of the relationship between Indian trends of the leftist political parties and what went or what was going in there in Pakistan by then, 1950s. Very interesting. But I would like to know that the circumstances were relatively favorable in India, as you have just mentioned, that Nehru himself had been having a leftist tilt, if not necessarily outrightly politicians of the left, the way it is defined in classical terms. So the circumstances were relatively favorable till late 80s, at least we can say. But the communist parties of India have also been in crisis, not to the level and scale they have been there in Pakistan, but one way or the other they could not thrive, if not survive, and they failed to come to power. So would like to know how do you look at this situation, or how do you compare between the evolution and the crisis of communist political parties in India and then in Pakistan? So that would also be enlightening, in my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. The first question is about the connection between the Communist Party of Pakistan and those splinter groups which are nowadays active. For example, Awami Worker Party, Communist Party of Labour Workers Party, and there are many other groups which claim to be communist and progressive. Although Communist Party of Pakistan was banned in 1956, but the communists, they were very much active in other political organizations. For example, they joined National Awami Party. National Awami Party, although this party was also joined by a number of other elite politicians from West Pakistan and from East Pakistan, but underground the communists, they were very much active on ideological fronts. Even their certain leaders, they drafted the constitution of National Awami Party. And when martial law was imposed by Ayub Khan in 1958, they went underground. He even imposed ban on political parties. It was after some time when ban was lifted, and again the party was revived. But when differences occurred between the Russian communist and the Chinese communist, between Mao and the Russian communist, so this split on global front within communist movement, global communist movement, it also brought about differences between the communist and NAP. So on those lines, the communist parties also divided. National Awami Party also divided between Mao Nawaz and the Russian Nawaz, two political parties. Maulana Bashani, he led pro-Beijing National Awami Party, and Abdul Wali Khan, he led pro-Moscow National Awami Party. So the elements were already there. After, in the early 1970s, you just observe the activities of the Mazdoor Kisan Party, the Sindh Hari Committee. Mazdoor Kisan Party started a full-fledged movement against the landlord in NWFP. And Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, he suppressed that movement. So a number of leaders, communist leaders, progressive leaders, they then tried to mobilize communist workers, and they established various other political parties. But most of the workers, they started supporting other progressive political parties. For example, in NWFP, mostly the communist remnants, they joined Awami National Party. Likewise, after the establishment of Pakistan People's Party, mostly the Mao Nawaz, after the 1971 disintegration of Pakistan, Maulana Bashani, he remained over there in East Pakistan. तो यहाँ पाकिस्तान में जितने भी माओ नवाज कम्युनिस्ट थे, they switched over to Pakistan People's Party. और जो pro Beijing थे, they went to join the National Awami Party under Abdul Wali Khan. और उसके बाद भी बहुत सारे जो है वो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टियाँ बनी. एक अटक में बनी थी, कुछ कराची में तो फुल फ्लेज एक कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी बनी थी. इसी तरह पेशावर में एक अलग कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी थी. तो स्प्लिंटर ग्रुप्स ये अब भी है, और ये जो है वो 20वीं सदी के जो है वो जो दूसरा हाफ था, उसी में भी बहुत सारे स्प्लिंटर ग्रुप्स हैं. मसलन आजकल अवामी वर्कर पार्टी, लेकिन अगर हम देखें कुछ लोग उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा एक्टिव है, लेकिन वो पब्लिक सपोर्ट और बैकिंग नहीं है जितना कि कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ पाकिस्तान के पास थी इनिशियल ईयर्स में. ठीक है. और दूसरा जो कनेक्शन था इंडियन कम्युनिस्ट का, तो दैट to me, that was like a blunder on the part of the Communist Party of Pakistan, because at that time emotions were high. Pakistan and India fought a battle on the issue of Kashmir. There were communal rights, and the Indian communists, they came here and they started leading a full-fledged political party. So, the establishment and the government of Pakistan Muslim League started a propaganda campaign against the Communist Party that actually this party is led by the Indian communists, and they called them the Indian agent, and whose purpose and goal is to disintegrate Pakistan. तो इस वजह से ये कनेक्शन भी जो है इसने कम्युनिस्ट मूवमेंट को पाकिस्तान में बहुत नुकसान पहुंचाया.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I am Sajawal. I am a student of IR. My question is, I have two brief questions. You mentioned in your discussion that after Pakistan joined CETO and CENTO, most of the religious parties started supporting capitalism, and they considered communism as anti-religion. So my question is, what was the reason behind this that most of the religious parties considered communism as anti-religion? And second question is that in contemporary times, जैसे हमारे पास अवामी वर्कर पार्टी है और उससे रिलेटेड दूसरी कम्युनिस्ट पार्टीज़ हैं, तो उनका जो पब्लिक सपोर्ट है वो उस तरह से सामने नज़र नहीं आ रहा. अभी आपने जैसे मेंशन किया है, तो उसकी क्या वजह है? वो कनेक्शन क्यों नहीं बन रहा? एक मज़दूर का उस अपने लीडर के साथ, एक जो बाइक राइडर है, एक फूड पांडा डिलीवरी वाला राइडर, उसका जो कनेक्शन है उस पार्टी के साथ, वो क्यों नहीं बन पा रहा? थैंक यू सो मच, सर.
Pakistan joined a capitalist bloc. It was much earlier. Some writers, they mentioned that when Liaquat Ali Khan, he went to America, that was his first official visit, his first foreign visit, and he, selected America for that purpose. So it was around that time that Pakistan joined capitalist bloc. And afterward, it was in 1954 that Pakistan formally joined the capitalist bloc, when we were made members of CETO and CENTO. A number of other agents of capitalist bloc were very much active at that time in Pakistan. They joined hands with the religious political parties in Pakistan, because now this was like the convergence of interest between the capitalist and the religious political parties. The religious elements, they were also against communism, because communism and socialism, it talked about reforms, economic reforms, land reforms, reforms in the foreign policy, reforms, industrial reforms. And most of the time, the religious political parties, they supported status quo. They were never, supporting reforms, particularly land reforms. کیونکہ بہت سارے ہمارے جو ریلیجیس ایلیٹس تھے, they were big landlord. So they started friendship and they started an alliance with the capitalist bloc, and both capitalism and our religious political parties, they increased their propaganda against communism. Communism چونکہ یہ اینٹی ریلیجن, کیونکہ جو کمیونسٹ ہے وہ مذہب کو نہیں مانتے, یعنی نظریاتی طور پر ان کا مذہب سے کوئی لینا دینا نہیں ہوتا ہے. تو اس وجہ سے ہمارے بہت سارے علماء, particularly I named جمعیت علماء پاکستان and جماعت اسلامی, they blamed that the communists, they are ladini, they are morally corrupt, and they don't have anything with religion. That's why they increased their propaganda against communism, against the communist political parties, against the progressive political parties. آپ دیکھیں یہ تو کمیونسٹ پارٹی ہے, ان لوگوں نے تو یہ جو ہمارے پروگریسیو اور ترقی پسند اور جماعتیں ہیں, یعنی میں مثال دوں گا آپ لوگوں کو خدای خدمتگار تحریک کی, اس میں تو بہت سارے ہمارے علماء کرام بھی تھے, لیکن ان لوگوں نے یہ کہا کہ چونکہ یہ ترقی پسند سیاسی ایک گروپ ہے, یہ اصلاحات کی بات کر رہے ہیں, یہ ملائزم کے خلاف ہے, تو اس وجہ سے ان لوگوں کی جو ہے وہ بیچ میں بہت اختلافات پیدا ہوئے تھے. تو ابھی تک جو ہے یعنی جو اپنے آپ کو لبرل یا ریفارمسٹ کہتے ہیں, تو یہ جو ہمارے ریلیجیس ایلیمنٹس ہیں وہ ان کے خلاف ہو جاتے ہیں, کیونکہ یہ اسٹیٹس کو سپورٹ کرتے ہیں. یہ نہیں چاہتے کہ ہمارے کسی بھی سیکٹر میں جو ہے ریفارمز اور اصلاحات یہ انٹروڈیوس ہو جائے. تھینک یو.
نہیں, میں پوچھ رہا ہوں کہ اگر کوئی سوال ہے. اچھا, جہاں تک ایولیوشن آف لیفٹسٹ پالیٹکس ان پاکستان ہے, آپ نے بہت اچھا پیپر پڑھا ہے اور زبردست انداز میں آپ نے اس کی ترجمانی کی ہے. لیکن اگر ہم حقائق اور افسانے ہر دو لحاظ سے دیکھیں کہ کیپٹلسٹ اور سوشلسٹ قوتیں یا یہ تحریک یا یہ مائنڈ سیٹ اس خطے میں انڈیا پاکستان یا برصغیر میں ظہور پذیر کیسے ہوا, تو میں تو یہ کہ ماڈرنٹی جو ہے وہ 1857 کے جنگ آزادی کے بعد جب انگریز کو پتہ چلا کہ اب ہمارے پیر یہاں مضبوط ہو گئے ہیں, تو ایک سر سید احمد خان آئے جنہوں نے تعلیم کے حق میں اور روشن خیالی کو پروموٹ کرنے کی. اس کے بعد دیکھتے ہیں تو پھر قائد-ے-اعظم اور علامہ اقبال چونکہ جرمنی کی طرف چلے گئے, قائد-ے-اعظم انگلینڈ میں جا کے قانون کی تعلیم حاصل کی. لیکن جب انڈین پرسپیکٹو میں دیکھتے ہیں تو گاندھی صاحب جو ہے وہ افریقہ سے پڑھ رہے تھے, اور موتی لال پٹیل اور جو دوسرے ہیں جو گاندھی کے عام اثر, وہ فرانس وغیرہ اور انگلینڈ میں پڑھ رہے تھے. یہ سارے پڑھ رہے تھے سیاست, پالیٹکس. ان میں اور قائد-اعظم میں یہ فرق تھا کہ قائد-اعظم جو ہے وہ پالیٹکس اور اس کے ساتھ لا وغیرہ پڑھ کے آئے. تو یہ واحد فرق تھے جو تھوڑے سے سپر ہیڈ ہوئے اور انہوں نے کیس حقیقی بنیادوں پر جو ہے وہ لیا. جب ہم بات کرتے ہیں ظہیر سجاد صاحب, آپ نے بہت زیادہ جو ہے وہ فوکس کیا, لیکن ان کا جو بڑا کام ہے وہ آئی تھنک اردو ادب کے لحاظ سے, اور ان کی جو پہلی پروگریسو جو فورس بنی تھی وہ بھی اسی لحاظ سے تھی. یہ سارے لوگ جو موتی لال نہرو گاندھی پٹیل یہ سب وہاں جب انگلینڈ میں گئے تو انہوں نے کہا یہ یورپ دیکھیں تعلیم دیکھیں ان کی سڑکیں دیکھیں ان کی بلڈنگیں دیکھیں ان کے چہرے دیکھیں اور یہاں کی انڈسٹری دیکھیں, یہ تو سارا انڈیا سے کما کمو کے اور سارے ہمارے وسائل یہاں لگے اور ان کی ترقی ہوئی ہے. تو ان کے اندر تھوڑا سا نا ایک سوچ پیدا ہوئی کہ کیوں نہ ہم وہاں جا کے اس کو جو ہے وہ ڈیولپ کریں. لیکن جب انڈیا پاکستان مرز وجود میں آتے ہیں تو پاکستان ایک گیریزن اسٹیٹ کے طور پر, اور بیسیکلی یہ ملا ملٹری الائنس ہی کی بنیاد پر بنا, اور ملا ملٹری الائنس بیسیکلی اینٹی سوشلسٹ اور کمیونسٹ ہوتا ہے کیونکہ یہ تو گاڈ لیس سوسائٹی ہے. تو مونٹگومری صاحب آپ کو پتہ ہے مونٹگومری صاحب نہیں چاہتے تھے کہ پاکستان اور انڈیا دونوں آزاد ہوں, کیونکہ وہ کہہ رہے تھے 200-300 سال میں جو ہم نے فوج بنائی ہے ایسٹ انڈیا کمپنی کی, دوسری جنگ عظیم کے بعد ہمارے اس خطے کے ساتھ مفادات وابستہ رہیں گے اور ہمیں مزید جنگیں بھی جب کرانی ہوں گی تو یہی تو فوج ہے جو ہمارے کام آئے گی. لیکن بیسیکلی فرانس اور برطانیہ پہلی جنگ عظیم دوسری جنگ عظیم کے بعد معاشی طور پر اتنے کمزور ہو چکے تھے کہ اب وہ مزید کولونائز نہیں کر سکتے تھے. یہ نہیں ہم کہتے کہ یہ اچانک انڈیا پاکستان بن گئے, بلکہ امریکہ نے پھر ذمہ داری دی کہ جی ٹھیک ہے پاکستان کی جو فوج بنتی ہے وہ ہمارے خرچے پر, اور انڈیا جانے اور انڈیا کا جو آدھی فوج بنتی ہے نیشنل آرمی جو ان کی بن رہی ہے وہ پھر روس کی طرف چلے گئے. اور یہ جو لیاقت علی خان ہے کہتے ہیں کہ ان کو بھی روس کے ہی طیارے پر بٹھانا تھا اور روس کے ساتھ ہی ہمارا معاہدہ ہونا تھا, دفاعی معاہدہ. بہت کوششیں کی گئی لیکن امریکن سی آئی اے جو ہے وہ ان کی امبیسی میں رشین امبیسی میں موجود تھی, اور آخر کرا کے یہی ہوا کہ لیاقت علی خان صاحب نے جو رشین طیارے پر بیٹھنا تھا انہیں امریکن طیارے پر بٹھا دیا, ہمارا معاہدہ ان کے ساتھ ہوا. لیکن بیسیکلی ہم بنے کیپٹلسٹ کنٹری کے طور پر ہیں, اور یہ سوشلزم جو کمیونزم ہے بیسیکلی یہ کوئی ازم نہیں ہے, نہ ہی کوئی معاشی نظام ہے, یہ کرٹیک ہے, کرٹیک آف دا کیپٹلسٹ. اصل جو چیز ہے وہ کیپٹلسٹ ہی ہے, کیپٹلسٹ ہی کوالٹی ایجوکیشن آپ کو آفر کرتا ہے, اسٹینڈرڈ لائف آفر کرتا ہے اور معیاری زندگی, اور پورا کا پورا اگر یورپ دیکھیں تو وہ آپ کو یہی کیپٹلسٹ ہی دیکھتا ہے. اور جہاں آبادی زیادہ ہے وسائل کم ہیں وہاں پر سوشلزم کمیونزم ہوگا, جہاں پر آبادی کم ہے وسائل زیادہ ہے وہاں پر کیپٹلزم ہوگا, وہاں تعلیم معیار اور جمہوریت اور پروگریسو آئیڈیاز یہ ساری چیزیں جو ہے وہ ہوں گے. میں یہ سوال یہ کرنا چاہوں گا کہ جو بھٹو صاحب آئے ہیں مرض مطلب پالیٹکس میں آئے, کسی بندے نے کہا تھا کہ اگر میں اواگون کے تصور کا یا ہندو تصور کا شاید اگر قائل ہوتا تو میں کہتا کہ بھٹو جو تھے وہ ظہیر السلام ہو گیا سجاد ظہیر ہی کی بڑی ہوئی جو ہے وہ شکل تھی. پھر انہی میں سے جو کنسپریسی تھیوری کے جو 51 کی فیض احمد فیض کہتے ہیں, فیض احمد فیض ہی تھے جو بھٹو کو مروانے والے تھے. کہتے جی تمہارے پیچھے کیپٹلسٹ لگے ہوئے ہیں, تم جتنی جلدی ریفارمز لا سکتے ہو مطلب انڈسٹری وغیرہ میں, اس لیے مزدور نواز ہونے کا یا مزدور لور ہونے کا تو کہا, اور اینٹی مطلب ہے کہ جو کیپٹلسٹ تھا یا جو انڈسٹری کا آنر تھا اس کے خلاف تو انہیں کیا, لیکن اس کے پاس کوئی آلٹرنیٹ سسٹم نہیں تھا. دیٹس بائی ہینگڈ آن, اور آگے مزید ڈیولپ نہیں ہو سکا. اور بیسیکلی جو پاکستان کا قیام تھا وہ انڈیا کے لیے بفر زون تھا, کیونکہ یہ کہا جا رہا تھا کہ فرسٹ ورلڈ وار کے بعد جو 1917 میں وہاں پر رشین انقلاب آیا ہے, یہ انڈیا کے اندر چونکہ آبادی بھی زیادہ تھی غربت بھی زیادہ تھی, اور پاکستان بننے کے بعد پھر وہاں پر بھی کمیونزم سوشلسٹ حکومت بننی تھی, اور پاکستان آرمی اور پاکستان کو بنا کر
let me explain. I understand your question.
بات ہے کہ بھٹو ہی نے آ کر جو ہے وہ سوشلسٹ ہونے کا اور فیض احمد فیض کا جو تڑکا لگایا, اس کے بعد پھر ہمیں افغان وار میں دھکیلا گیا, اور اس کے بعد 45-50 سال سے ہم دہشت گردی کو ہی پکڑ
Let me explain it.
کیپٹلسٹ زون میں ہی رہتے.
There are a number of points in your conversation. یہ جو لیاقت علی خان, why he visited United States of America instead of Russia, تو اس پہ بھی بہت تحقیق ہوئی ہے, بہت سارا مواد اس پہ ابھی اویلیبل ہے, اور ان کا خود جو ہے وہ یعنی وہ چاہ رہا تھا کہ پہلے میں رشیا وزٹ کروں, کیونکہ لیاقت علی خان کے دورے سے پہلے نہرو نے امریکہ کا دورہ کیا تھا, ٹھیک ہے, ہاں وہ پہلے جو ہے وہ اس نے بنیاد رکھی. لیکن اس میں پوائنٹ یہ تھا کہ رشیا نیور انوائٹڈ لیاقت علی خان آفیشلی ٹو وزٹ دیئر کنٹری. یعنی ایسی بات کہ کسی میٹنگ میں روس کے سفیر نے وزیر اعظم صاحب کو کہا کہ بھائی آپ آ جائیں نا, ہمیں خوشی ہوگی اگر آپ جو ہے وہ ہمارے ملک میں آ گئے. ہاں, یا ایران میں ایک میٹنگ ہوئی جس میں کوئی رشین فارن منسٹر وہ موجود تھے, تو فارن منسٹر صاحب نے لیاقت علی خان کے ساتھ جو ہے ہینڈ شیک کیا اور ان کو مبارکباد دی کہ آپ لوگوں نے آزادی حاصل کی اور ہم خوش ہوں گے کہ ہمارے اور آپ کے بیچ میں اگر دوستانہ تعلقات ہو جائے اور آپ اگر وزٹ کریں. یہ طریقہ اور یہ پروٹوکول نہیں ہوتا ہے. یعنی آپ جو ہے وہ آفیشلی ان کو انوائٹ کریں. امریکہ نے لیاقت علی خان کو آفیشلی انوائٹ کیا, ٹھیک ہے, ہاں, اور امریکہ نے جواہر لال نہرو کو بھی آفیشلی انوائٹ کیا. تو دونوں نے سب سے پہلے امریکہ کا وزٹ کیا. اب صرف یہ کہنا کہ چونکہ اس نے امریکہ کا جو ہے وہ دورہ کیا تو اس وجہ سے پاکستان went into the capitalist bloc. پاکستان آفیشلی joined the capitalist bloc in 1954. اور جو آپ نے ملا ملٹری الائنس کا ذکر کیا, دیکھیں اٹ واز ایوب خان اینڈ دیٹ واز آلسو ڈیو ٹو آور پولیٹیکل elites that Ayub Khan, when he was appointed as Commander-in-Chief of the Pakistan Army, he was also given portfolio of defense. تو یہ 1952 میں جب ہم نے ان کو آرمی چیف کے ساتھ ڈیفنس منسٹر بھی بنایا, تو وہ تو اس نے تو ٹریننگ حاصل کی تھی یو کے میں, ان کی بہت سارے کیپٹلسٹ ایلیٹ کے ساتھ دوستانہ تعلقات تھے. تو اٹ واز ایوب خان who started his connections with both his friend in UK and Americans. Even he played polo with President Eisenhower. یعنی وہ کمانڈر ان چیف تھا اور وہ جا کے پینٹاگون میں جو ہے وہ کبھی پولو امریکی صدر کے ساتھ کھیلتے تھے. اینڈ دا امیریکن دے آلسو ریئلائزڈ دیٹ دس مین از ویری امپورٹنٹ فار اس. تو اس کے ذریعے پھر جو ماڈرنائزیشن کا ایک پروسیس تھا وہ شروع کیا پاکستان میں. اور then one unit was also imposed. It was also the brainchild of Ayub Khan. اور اسی طرح آہستہ آہستہ جو پولیٹیکل ایلیٹس تھے وہ سائڈ پہ ہوتے چلے گئے. and Ayub Khan, he became very much dear and near to the global establishment. خالد بن سعید نے بھی جو آپ نے پوائنٹ کا ذکر کیا, اس نے یہ کہا ہے کہ اس وقت امریکہ کو, دیکھیں امریکہ نے کب پاکستان کی اہمیت کو ریئلائز کیا. دیٹ واز ان 1949 after the communist revolution in China, when the Chinese communists they defeated the nationalists. تو امریکیوں کو یہ احساس ہوا کہ بھئی ایک طرف رشیا ایک کمیونسٹ کنٹری, دوسری طرف چائنا ہو گیا, ٹھیک ہے, انڈیا بھی بن سکتا ہے. تو ان لوگوں نے پاکستان اور افغانستان کی جو جغرافیکل لوکیشن ہے اس کی اہمیت کا اندازہ ان لوگوں کو ہوا کہ یہ دو ممالک ہمارے فیوچر میں کام آئیں گے. تو سلولی اینڈ گریجولی they started good relationship with both Pakistan and Afghanistan and they remained successful. دیکھیں اب ہم اپنے ماحول میں دیکھتے ہیں, جو لوگ ہمیں پیسہ دیتے ہیں, جو لوگ ہمیں سپورٹ کرتے ہیں, جو لوگ جو ہے وہ ہمارے جو ہے وہ بچوں کو سپورٹ کرتے ہیں, تو ظاہری بات ہے ہم ان کی طرف زیادہ مائل ہوں گے. امریکہ نے اس وقت پاکستان کو فوڈ سپلائی کیا, امریکہ نے اس وقت پاکستان کو ملٹری ہارڈ ویئر دے دیا, امریکہ نے ہر قسم کی مدد کی. ایون دا امیریکن دے پرومسڈ پاکستان that we will be responsible for your security. Exactly. تو اس وقت پاکستان تو ایکسپوز تھا, انڈین ایگریشن ہو چکا تھا, لیکن جو بعد میں ہماری لیڈرشپ آ گئی, دیکھیں ہر ملک سپر پاور کے ساتھ تعلقات استوار کرنا چاہتا ہے، لیکن آپ اپنی ملک کی مفادات کو مد نظر رکھیں. ہمارے بعد میں لیڈرشپ نے یہ کام نہیں کیا. دے کمپلیٹلی دے فال into the American trap. ذوالفقار علی بھٹو کی پاکستان پیپلز پارٹی کے حوالے سے یہ ہے کہ ایکچولی پاکستان پیپلز پارٹی was responsible for the downfall of the communist movement in Pakistan. لیکن ذوالفقار علی بھٹو کے پاس کوئی آپشن نہیں تھا. you told it کہ اس وقت جو سلوگن تھا پاکستان پیپلز پارٹی کا, دیٹ واز ویری مچ پروگریسو, ویری مچ انلائٹنڈ, کہ اسلام از آور ریلیجن, ہاں ڈیموکریسی از آور پالیٹی اینڈ آل پاورز ٹو دا پیپل آف پاکستان. تو یہ ایک بہت بہترین نعرہ تھا. لیکن پھر امریکیوں نے جو ہے وہ اس پارٹی کے خلاف سازش کی, ذوالفقار علی بھٹو کے خلاف سازش کی, کیونکہ اس نے پاکستان کو جو ہے وہ ریفارمز شروع کیا, پاکستان کو ایٹامک بم دے دیا. اگر وہ صحیح طریقے سے وہ یہ اصلاحات پاکستانی بیوروکریسی صحیح طریقے سے انجام کرتی تو میرے خیال میں اس کا جو ہے وہ ان دا لانگ رن پاکستان کو فائدہ تھا. لیکن بس یہ ایک لینتھی ڈیبیٹ ہے. تھینک یو سو مچ فار یور پیشنس, فار یور کمنگ. انشاءاللہ we will continue this debate and dialogue. Thank you.